What's up, YouTube land? Ricky here again with another Transformers video review, and today we're going to be looking at Generations Combiner Wars Legends Class Powerglide. Yes, that is a mouthful, but here we are. We're taking a look at Powerglide. I am ecstatic to have this figure in my collection. I was a huge Powerglide fan growing up as a kid. I used to own the G1 toy, but things happened and time happens and it's gone, and this is a perfect replacement for that toy. I also own the Ultra Class version from Universe from a few years ago. I have that as well, but this toy I think surpasses that in G1 style. Here we have him in his Generation 1 jet, pretty screen accurate all the way down to his little antenna, Gatling gun thing, whatever you want to call it, there on the tip of his nose cone. His color scheme is dang near spot on to that of his G1 self. You look under here, and pretty much here is the whole robot mode right here. But again, it's a Legends class figure, so you really can't complain too much about that. His front landing gear is retractable, but we'll get into that more for his other mode. If you look here, you will see that he does have some molded landing gears back here in the back for the rear, so he'll sit kind of properly. But enough about me gushing about this jet mode. Let's take a look at his robot mode, shall we? So let's get him transformed. And to do that, I like to start with the legs, and you want to go ahead and come to the back first and separate the thighs. Go ahead and move this panel up out of the way. We'll get to that panel in a little bit as well. Then you want to come around and separate the legs. They're just kind of friction locked together. You want to go ahead and take these little pieces right here, fold them down to make feet, fold down to make a foot. Then you're going to take the rear tail fin and flip it back, take the rear tail fin and flip it back. And again, mine is a little fiddly with the thighs, trying to get them positioned right with the leg to get him to stand and be oriented properly. But anyway, there it is. Next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and take the front part of the plane, the cockpit, raise it up. You'll go ahead and flip in the landing gear. Take this front portion of the nose cone and grab it. Mine is very tight, and you want to spin it around to reveal the head. Then you're going to want to take it and fold it down and collapse it back within it, back upon itself. Then you're going to want to take these wings and unpeg them and turn them around. You'll notice there's a little notch cut in right there, and there's a tab right there, and you're going to snap it in. Again, same thing, snap it in. Then you want to take the arm and dislodge it from underneath the wing, unlodge it, swing it around, and there we have Powerglide in his robot mode. And this, I don't know how many people out there that are going to watch this video really know who Powerglide is, but this is an excellent representation of his G1 animation model. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer up look at that head sculpt, if my camera will focus. It's very G1 accurate. It's not going to focus for me, of course. Focus for me in my trial. There he goes. You can definitely see his little mouth guard. I wonder if I raise this up and take all the extra red out, if I can get a closer up of just the head sculpt itself, if it will focus on it for me. No, it won't. But anyway, you guys hopefully get the idea. And there he is in his robot mode. His articulation, his head will turn, although I'm not going to mess with it because it is very difficult to turn. However, we'll be turning it in a minute. He does have shoulder articulation all the way around, outward. bend at the elbow. He has thigh swivels on a ball joint, knees are on a ball joint, and if you want to count it, he has a little bit of ankle pivot, but it's really due to transformation and really isn't going to help him pull off any posings. But anyway, that's basically it. This is him. Now, he does have a third mode, which is used since he is part of the Combiner Wars. He has a third mode, which is used for Superion, which is kind of neat, and it's kind of lackluster. It's honestly, it's not something that I'm going to display him in, but I'm going to show it off to you guys anyway. It is his gun mode. Now, to get him to his gun mode, you're basically going to turn him back into a jet, but with just a little bit of tweaking. So you're going to go ahead and replug back in the arms on the side of the wings, which can be a little finicky on mine. Replug back in the other arm. There you go. You heard it. I heard that click. You're going to leave these wing pieces like this. You're going to go ahead and flip the head back around like so. Flip the sight. Peg the legs together. Fold these fins all the way. Well, mine likes to pop off there. Fold them down. Like so. Go ahead and flip the feet up as well. Then you're going to take these thruster sections and they're going to slide out. Slide out. Then you just once again peg everything together because sliding them out does have a tendency to untab everything. Then, one final thing. You want to go ahead and bring this back up and down because you're going to need the landing gear here to be popped out. And once again, get everything tabbed together and situated, and you're going to use the landing gear as the handle for the gun. And here you have, there's the sight, you have these missile pods here, and then these are going to actually act as the cannons for the rifle. And here you have Powerglide in his, I guess, Target Master-esque gun mode. And it's not a bad gun mode, but it's not great either. And like I said, I don't ever plan on using him like this unless I get Superion, and I don't plan on displaying him like this. But that's beside the point. So we're going to get him out of this third mode here and back into his robot mode really fast. If I don't drop the toy, if I can just flip the head around, there we go. Excuse me. Separate, leg, slide, slide up, flip around, flip down the foot, and there he is to end the review. My final thoughts on this figure. Should you pick him up? I will say this. I highly, highly recommend this toy. If you are a fan of G1, if you are a fan of Powerglide in general, this is the iteration to pick up of this character. There's a Commander class Cyberverse figure that came out in the movie line, which is not bad either. If you can find it for a cheap price on eBay or something, I would pick it up there as well. But this is definitely a must-have for any true Transformers collector. It is Powerglide at his core. It is, the essence of Powerglide is right here. So if you have any attachment at all to the character, if you really like the toy, if anything about this strikes you, if you like airplanes, if you like Transformers, this has to be in your collection. So I guess that's really all there is to say about this toy. So this has been Ricky with yet another Transformers toy review, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you, and God bless.